So we are here in Envigado for anybody who is watching this on the restream, meaning after it has been streamed, here at the park. In case you ever want to catch any of these things live, just make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It's free. And then click on the notification bell. After you have subscribed, the little bell pops up, and the little yellow bell, golden color. And that way you'll know when I go live. You'll get the notification on your YouTube homepage on your cell phone. You'll get the little message that Traveling Eddie has gone live. So we are here in Envigado, natural, creative, and unique, this town. And a friend of mine, super cool life. He loves pigeons. So here are the pigeons, but he's sleeping right now because he lives in Varanasi, India. Varanasi, Banaras, Kashi. So it's like 3 in the morning over there right now, 3:30 a.m. So he's dead asleep. So I didn't notify him, but he'll probably see this on the restream if he wants to. And here we are. Well, look at that. 2 people are already here. Remember, you guys can ask questions if you want. Any questions while I'm doing the live stream. Brought my glasses with me in case you guys write anything in the chat box there in the chat. And remember, any live stream you're watching on anybody's channel, if you ever want to give them a little support, a little monetary support, there's always a little donate button there for $1, $2, $5, $10. I'm not asking for me. I'm just saying for anybody in general. I know there are people out there that are really needy doing the YouTube stuff and they're traveling in other countries and maybe running low on money. Fortunately, I'm here right now in all right conditions in terms of making money. I got my day job. This is just a passion, a hobby for now. So let me put on my glasses, my reading glasses, so I can see what's going on. So they're here, right here. My glasses are in this thing. I hope you're all doing well. Let me just take these things out with these, put on my glasses so I can read. Wow, 6 people that fast. That's crazy. That's cool. Ivan Sepulveda, what's up, buddy? So we're here. Ivan, he's from Envigado. Ivan is from Envigado. Ivan. So it's a Friday, as you all know. And the town is very lively at this hour. People are here with their doggies. If you look in this particular area, usually earlier in the day, right around the police little command center, their little police station, kiosk, a lot of pensioners like to hang out here and they do things. I don't know, they sell some stuff. They sell used sneakers, watches. I can see maybe they do some repair stuff. Some other pensioners, they just hang out here. Colombian pensioners, they're just chilling. But you see a lot more around noontime, around 10 in the morning, 11, they come and hang out, talk to each other, and all that good stuff. And remember, any like you give a video, whether it be a live stream or pre-recorded video, it helps the video go out to more people. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. So the water fountain here, they're preparing for the Saturday market. They usually have something every Saturday going on here. That's why they got that tent type thing that's put up across in front of the church. And if you guys didn't know, I have another channel that's just about shorts videos. If you like those 60-second or less videos, it's called Traveling Eddie Shorts. Like the shorts I'm wearing. I'm wearing shorts. I don't like wearing jeans anymore. I like wearing travel pants. The bells were just ringing. So yeah, people here with their doggies, hanging out with their families, kids. This is basically a prelude to Holy Week. Holy Week is a very big thing here in Colombia, since this is a predominantly Roman Catholic Apostle country. Roman Catholic Apostle country. That's what they say on all the churches. And somebody's doing some kind of artwork here. Oh, I almost stepped on the 2 little doggies. It just ran right by me. And then they go the two big doggies right there, saying what's up to the two big doggies. What is it there? No es una enfermedad. It's not a sickness. A sign that's on that tree. It's not a sickness. It's not a or a phase. Oh, they're talking about being trans. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, they're now I get it. It's the movement that's going on right now, and all that's good, cool. And everybody, oh, here goes a little schnauzer dog, a little hot doggy. Nice little cute dog right there. And somebody's birthday there today, so they're celebrating somebody's birthday. They're singing that birthday song, that it's your birthday. And the lady's holding up the sign right there. There goes the candle right there, the cake. Nice. So friends celebrating a friend's birthday there, that's cool. So people here are very friendly in general. Colombians are very friendly people, especially in this state of Antioquia and many other parts of the country as well. It's very cool, it's cool. They're just gonna put up these other things here because they have like a Saturday market that they do here every Saturday now. It's like a new thing that people are doing with the, of course, the permission of the local government, the town hall, mayor's office. I'm gonna walk towards Debra Arango Park. See, everybody's just hanging out. The weather's always good here. The weather is always good. The weather is always good here in Colombia. I mean, especially here in Envigado, better than Medellin because Envigado is a little higher up. So it's not as hot as in Medellin. It's pretty good. You got a lot of expats living around here that prefer the calmer scene, the more tranquility type and not so noisy. And these are just local people hanging out, listening to their music. They got all these little cafes and kind of little bars going all the way through that corridor. We'll get a bigger look at it later on. And there goes La Esquina del Guaro, the Aguardiente corner. And yeah, the weather's nice today. It's about 77, 78 degrees in this area today. So that's pretty good. Let's go to the Debra Arango Park. It's down that way. And a lot of young people hang out there. It's a good hangout place. Fire water, yeah. Fire water. Furniture shop. I'm just so happy that I'm going to be just so happy that I'm going to be relaxing this whole weekend. No, this whole week. I'm not working anymore until April 10th again. And, oh, I don't know who's going to take off. Let me just run across. So I gave my last class today until 2 p.m. So basically I'm on a short vacation like other teachers might be, since I'm a teacher, an English language teacher. That's how I make my living online. And me, myself, I decided I'm not going to work on Monday or Tuesday, nor Wednesday. Then here it's Good Thursday and Good Friday, Jueves Santo, Viernes Santo. Very religious country here. I'm passing a religious building right there. That's kind of like a monastery or something. I forgot what it is exactly. And yeah, live streaming. Let's see how many live streams I can do in the coming days. On Saturdays, probably not, because every Saturday now I started again 2 weeks ago, and tomorrow's going to be my third week of doing mountain biking. So you'll be catching some shorts videos on this channel and on the other one as well of my previous 2 mountain biking outings, because I need to get back into shape, cardiovascular conditioning. I'm getting ready for my move to India. Since I'm moving there, I'm going to be living there. But for now, and I'm going to be doing a lot of walking there, a lot of recording, making a lot of videos in the places I'm going to be in for the first 6 months of my time in India. Thomas, I teach English, not Spanish. I don't know Spanish in terms of the grammar rules or whatever. I only know Spanish because I've been speaking it since I was a kid. But, you know, I know my language, English, because that's my first language. So I teach English. I'm an English language teacher. Thomas, nice to meet you, Thomas. Where are you from, Tom? Tommy boy. I don't know if people call you Tommy boy, but I'm from South Carolina, USA. Born in New York, raised in South Carolina. My mom and dad are Colombian. That's why I know Spanish, because they spoke to us in Spanish when we were little kids growing up in the States. Both my brother and I were born in the States. I was born in New York City, and my brother was born in Rhode Island, the state of Rhode Island. I've been here for a good 24 years. My brother has never really ever lived here except for once when we were kids. We were here for like 7 or 8 months, and that was it. From Australia, the land down under. You're Austria, not Australia, Austria, Europe. But you're moving to Medellin. Oh, cool. What part of Medellin are you moving to? This was just inaugurated recently, not too long ago. It's a technical institute, and somebody's going to take a piss over there, but let's not get him on camera. And they inaugurated this building as the Deborah Arango Arts Technology Center. You'll see the sign is all the way up there. It says Deborah Arango. Deborah Arango was a famous woman here about 100 years ago or more. She was an artist, and that's a public library that was made in her name, in her honor, a few years ago. And as you see, young people hang out here. They're drinking a beer. They're smoking up their weed. They're chilling with their dogs. They're having a little sit down. So it's Deborah Arango Tecnológico de Artes. It's a arts technology school where people come to study technical arts and other types of arts. So people are just chilling here, this park. And as you see, young people, the local crowd, youngsters, hipsters, they chill. They hang out here, they listen to music with their friends, and some people bring their dogs. Usually this grass here is well kept. And there are more people here on a Saturday. If you're moving here, Thomas, to Medellin, you can come to Envigado. Envigado's right next door. Just take the metro or bus. You're here in 10, 15 minutes flat, depending on what part of Medellin you're going to be living in. You're going to be living in Las Palmas or Llano Grande. Okay, Llano Grande is not Medellin. Just so you know, Thomas, I think you've already been here before. Llano Grande is not Medellin. Llano Grande is part of Rio Negro. I used to live there. I lived in a country house there for like 3 years, back from 2007 to 2010. I lived in a nice little country house that I paid rent for. And yeah, that's the school that I was telling you about that was opened up recently. They inaugurated it maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago, if memory serves me right. And this is the whole Deborah Arango Park, Cultural Park. We call it a cultural park. And that's the public library right there. And right around the corner, under the public library, there are a couple of coffee shops, cafes. And there's a coffee shop right over there across the street too. Right over there, there's a coffee shop, cafe over there too, and some little snack joints. So Llano Grande is in the town of, or the city of Rio Negro, where the international airport is. that serves Medellin. It's not the Medellin International Airport, it's the Rio Negro International Airport by the name of Jose Maria Cordova, a famous personality here back during the revolutionary times of Colombia against Spain. Futuro, future. Wow, that's a big kite. Dude has a big kite right there. I guess they're gonna try to fly them. They usually come and fly kites here on a Friday or Saturday when it's windy and all that. So they got a couple of other kites, but that is a big kite right there. Wow, that is a big kite, and they're prepping the string and everything to fly their kites later on. Well, that's cool. Envigado, baby. This is the city of Envigado. That's the typical Pais Antioqueño with the hat that used to carry like the flowers from Santa Elena, like for the flower festival that's always taking place in August, Feria de las Flores. That's the typical guy doing that, El Silletero, representation of that. And that is the typical Antioqueño with the mule carrying supplies and everything back to 150 years ago, 100 years ago, from the town center to out in the boondocks in each town and whatever, through trails when there were no vehicles going through there, just trails. And some of the famous personalities, that's Fernando Gonzalez. Looks like a vampire, but it's Fernando Gonzalez, a famous personality here. I think that's an image of a painting of Deborah Arango herself, I think. But definitely Fernando Gonzalez. Here's a better representation of Fernando Gonzalez. He was a writer and very famous here in Envigado. He was born here, and they have a museum. His old house where he lived was turned into a museum, and right next to the house, here on Poblado Avenue, right across the street from Body Tech and Burger King, they have a big coffee shop, good for digital nomads who want to do remote work. That's Fernando Gonzalez. You can look for his house museum and the public library, the little public theater they have there, and the big coffee shop, cafe, pretty nice. And that's a carry-all, carriel they call it, carry-all type of purse, man purse. Typical of the times here back 100 years ago, 200 years ago. This is the coffee shop I was telling you about right here. It's a pretty nice coffee shop. I got some juice in there once and sat down for a bit to chill a few months back. I think it was last year. It's a bistro cafe. So you can get something to eat, some good stuff. It's pretty good. People are just chilling and doing their thing. Then you got this monument, this work of art here. It's like these nuns right here with a bird in a cage. I don't know why they do it, because it's something about some nuns here, something famous in Envigado for nuns, but I don't know the history behind that, and there's no plaque to talk about that. It's just this sculptures, metal, bronze sculptures right there. Probably good for you guys if you want to take a selfie with that. Oh yeah, los arrieros, thank you. Arrieros is the name of those guys that still do it, carrying on the back of a donkey or a mule, carrying their stuff, their merchandise that they're taking to small towns. There's an airport here nearby. It's the old airport called Olaya Herrera. So that's a plane, not a mosquito, flying up above us. It's a plane, not a mosquito. So yeah, Colombians in general are not very camera happy. They don't like being on camera. They really detest it. So that's why you don't see me going up to people or whatever, because they really are not into that. I've gotten a lot of ugly stares, ugly looks from people in the past, just giving you a mean look and all that. And not a very pedestrian friendly place. These guys see that that's a pedestrian crosswalk right there behind me. Yeah, they're supposed to give you the right of way. But one of the downsides of Colombian culture is the lack of culture in terms of respect for pedestrians. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've loved my time here in Colombia, in Medellin, Envigado, especially Llano Grande, Rio Negro area, Guarne, and Envigado, not so much Medellin. But people really, drivers and motorcycle riders, they have very, very little respect for pedestrians. That's why there have been so many pedestrian fatalities in this country and pedestrian injuries. due to a lot of knuckleheads. A lot of people here got their driver's license from a Cracker Jack box. They didn't really study, and they do a lot of little shenanigans. Pay the driving school to say that they took a course. They pay. Some of these driving schools take the money and don't give them the class. At least that was the situation in the past. I know it. I have so many people that have told me that they did that. But I guess today it's getting better. Turn it around, turn it around. But people are pretty nice in general, unless you put a camera in your face, like this camera, my smartphone right now doing this live stream. This is Las Vegas Avenue. It's a lot of traffic right now because this is the rush hour time. And this is no little shopping plaza here. And there's that bridge that was made some years back to facilitate, to decongest. The way traffic was here was just like hell. Crazy mad traffic. Salsa, baby. Nothing but salsa. People are chilling there, drinking their beer on a Friday night with friends, just chilling and all of that. That's the norm. If you want to hang out under the bridge here, they got some little benches there. Not really comfortable, but yeah. If you want to reach out and touch someone, you got a phone there, payphone, public payphone. And this mall right here is considered, or was at least a year ago, the biggest, the largest shopping center in all of South America, the Viva Envigado. And right now they're building this part, and that's where they're going to have IKEA. IKEA is going to be right there. And this, I can't go into the mall. Sorry, guys. I can't go into the mall with this thing because I got a gimbal here and a phone while I'm recording this video, doing this live stream. But any mall in the world in general will prohibit that. Security will not allow you to vlog inside a mall. I would love to be able to do it, but security will come down on me like flies on or white on rice. Let's keep walking. I'll show you at least the entrance. Yeah, sometimes I'm punching it so the camera can turn around, but it doesn't. Medellin is in that direction. You can see the mountains in the far end. Now let's see what I'm telling you about here, about guys supposed to give the right of way. Now that I don't run. I just don't run because they're supposed to give us the right of way and not hassle us or threaten us with those vehicles. Like trying to tell us sometimes to move it. That guy didn't do it, but you're supposed to just stop behind the white lines and let the pedestrian pass by nice and calmly. But, it's wishful thinking. So, Envigado or Medellin is a good pick for anybody in general to live in. But if you want a calmer, quieter life, like neighborhood in general to live in, then you will choose Envigado over Medellin. Medellin is noisier, more rambunctious. Oh, you see how they're just going fast. That guy was just like, what's the matter? You got diarrhea? No taxis at this time. And even in a shopping center like this. So this is Viva Envigado right here. It's a big ass shopping center. They got a Starbucks inside and everything, but I can't go inside with this. A lot of people coming to the mall right now. They got a lot of shops in there. They got a big Cineplex. They got a home center, which is like a Home Depot, and banks. And on the top floor, they've got two, what were they, beach volleyball courts, beach volleyball courts. They have like 5 or 6 micro football fields for micro football. And they have a big children's area with a playground with a big amusement, like a little amusement park. And they have a Ferris wheel for the kids inside up there. And they even have a showroom, vehicle showroom, where they're selling some brands like Chevrolet and I forgot the other brands, Renault and whatever, yeah. So this is the entrance. Welcome, bienvenidos. Everybody's welcome here. You know what's a funny thing is that when I'm here making videos on the street, some people cover their faces. That's a funny thing. I've never seen that in Mexico, or I've never seen that in the States and whatever. But I see that here a lot. When I'm making videos out, I've seen people actually cover their face with their hand, with a sweater, with a book, with something they're carrying. I don't know why. They just don't want to be seen. It's something with the culture here. And I've been living here for 24 years, and I still don't get it unless they were doing some shady business and they're fugitives from the law and have an alias or whatever. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know why I'm walking around. I'm doing a pre-recorded video, or I'm doing a live stream, and then I see people do this, like whoa, or just turn away, or give me a dirty look. I'm like smiling back, like yeah, whatever, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, hi, how are you? The little girl say hello. So yeah, it is what it is. But I can't go inside the mall because it's not allowed. Security will come down on me hard. In terms of yak, yak, yak. They can't touch me. If they do, the problem is for them. But they will come and say, excuse me, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Not allowed, not allowed. Okay, sweetheart, can you relax with the little thing there? Like I said, the lack of respect, that lady, ignorant as hell. She saw him walking on the pedestrian thing on a little crosswalk there. And that means, when people do that, it means they never really studied the book about the driving manual, and then they never really took the course because they would listen to the instructor. The instructor would tell them, the people that do that you can't, come up on the person. You got to leave the person alone. You really got to leave the person alone so that way they can cross peacefully. And that girl right there, she just covered her face as well. I'm saying, I don't know. Colombians, when I make videos here and everything, and I get people that really want to talk to the camera, I'm really happy. But usually people are not happy about a camera, whether it be that I'm using my GoPro or I'm using my smartphone here on the gimbal, so the gimbal keeps it stable. If I didn't have a gimbal and I only had a selfie stick, then this would be a shaky video, and all of you would have been gone by now because it would have you dizzy or bored with the bounciness. But the gimbal stabilizes the video. This is not a GoPro. Plus, the GoPro I have is an old GoPro anyhow. It's a GoPro 5, so it doesn't have it. So what I'm saying is, like, this is the crosswalk thing right here. Like, they're supposed to wait. The guy behind me, the car behind me, he did allow us pedestrians to walk. He didn't put his car over the thing. He just was nice enough. The driver of that vehicle, I think it was that vehicle right there, was nice enough not to bother us. But other people usually don't. They usually, anyway, I've ranted on about that long enough. Hey, how are you? How you doing? So at least he's a cool kid. He wanted to be on the video, so he's doing a thumbs up. You get that from young people. Young people will, time and time and again, give you the thumbs up, smile, and say something. But older people, 30, 40, I don't know, sometimes 50, not too happy to be on the camera. I've even had people say, excuse me, you can't film me. You can't record me. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? You're in public. You're on a public street. I'm not even interested in you. Get lost. See, the thing is, like, they're supposed to stay behind the white line, and these guys are at least following the law. But other people sometimes motorbikes in some areas, like in downtown Medellin, forget it. That's a nightmare and a half in downtown Medellin. Oh, somebody bought a big TV, carrying it away, 4K, 58-inch, brand new. They must be happy as can be. Oh, they're probably going to load it into that car. The car's waiting for them to load the TV into the back seat or something.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Most popular city.
Say what?
The most popular city. The most.
This city?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. I show usually the most popular cities.
You too.
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's
I
called.
love your city, Medellin. I love.
Cool. This one is my YouTube channel is called Traveling
Traveling.
Eddie.
Edit. Oh.
Eddie like Eddie Murphy.
Mucho gusto, Lars. Eddie.
It's a pleasure. You say it's a pleasure. Es un gusto.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. Or you can say my pleasure.
My pleasure.
Mi placer. Mi gusto. My pleasure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
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 Without
Thank you
T.
very much
No
for
problem.
the vacation.
What's your name?
My name is Lars.
Lars?
Lars. Yeah.
Oh, well, my name is Eddie, man. Like
Técnicos sistemas.
systems technician.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Excellent.
The phone, the service, cualquier cosita que me necesites.
Okay, you're a technician, a service
Yeah,
technician for phones.
Programador.
Programmer. All right, man. That's good, man. Good luck with that. Take care, buddy. Till next time. So you see, he's a happy kid. He wanted to talk and offering his services, and there he goes. Nice kid. And here, the whole time I'm talking, I'm saying that people, other people usually don't like it, but I told you that young people like to be on camera. Not all of them, but a lot of young people will say, "Hey, what's up?" I've had it happen before here. But the place where people really love to be on camera is in India, Nepal, especially India. When I was in India in 2019, I had my camera out with my selfie stick, and a lot of people came up to me, young kids, asking for a picture with them, a selfie, or if I was making a video, and all of that. So yeah, but here it's not too common. But that kid Lars, he was cool enough to talk to us for a few seconds. That was pretty cool of him. So we're going back to the park area now. A lot of traffic. People going home. Atrás, what's up? Namaste, brother. Namaskar. Namaskar, kaise ho? Aapka shubh naam? Your good name, I forgot. How are you? मैं एक travel vlogger हूँ. That's a little bit of Hindi that I was just saying, because I have been studying a lot of Hindi in the last few months in preparation for my life in India. Adam, okay. Adam, like Adam and Eve. Yeah, buddy. Welcome back. I'm gonna see if I can do a few live streams next week. Tomorrow I probably won't be able to because I'm gonna be mountain biking somewhere with a friend of mine. Because we're doing that on Saturdays again. I'm getting my cardiovascular conditioning back so that I can really be in tip-top shape for a lot of walking and making videos when I'm in India, since I'm moving there. I am moving to India. It's all said and done. All we gotta wait for is the moment to come. So a lot of people today A lot of these people are walking down to the mall. Others are walking down to the metro. And it's just a Friday, Holy Week. So I'm gonna see if on Monday I can do a live stream somewhere in Medellin. On Tuesday I can do a live stream somewhere else. I'm gonna see how many live streams I can get in during this Holy Week period, because usually I'm working a lot Monday through Friday and don't have the chance to do that. So right here, I'm gonna be crossing this in a moment. But as you know, I mean, I'm right here. Normal people, they would see that people are trying to cross, and they would stop and let it go. When I used to have a car, I don't have a car anymore. I used to let people cross. I was like, go ahead. Me, I'm an adventurous person. If this guy tries to hit me, then I'll whoop his, anyway, something like that. What's up, buddy? Who's this? Preparation H, what's up? What is this? Well, it's October, because right now, India, the subcontinent, is getting really, really hot. Temperatures, especially down in South India and Central India, the temperatures are like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, temperatures are going around 34, 35, 38 degrees for highs in South India. And then like places like Delhi will start getting hot pretty soon, if not right now. Pretty soon they'll start getting hot. And I can't take the heat. When I was in Cancun and in Playa del Carmen in 2021, when I was living in Mexico for 6 months and making videos there and working remotely, the heat was stifling me. I couldn't go out past 9 a.m. and I would have to be back at my Airbnb in the shade, you know, air conditioning or the fan, and it was just kicking my butt. And I wouldn't be able to go out again until like when I would finish work some days about 5:30 p.m. I didn't have class beyond 5:30 p.m. online classes, so it was hot. Cancun, Playa del Carmen, back in June, July 2021. Temperatures around 100 degrees. It was just stifling. So I'm going to move to India in October, and I'll be there for 6 months because I won't be able to stay more than 6 months. Wow, they have the kites up now. These dudes that were prepping the kites just a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago, now they got them all airborne. Cool, there goes another one right there. Kite flyers, hi, how are you? And they're just doing that like a group of dudes. And these are all like older dudes. These guys are like 40, 45 years old. These ain't young bucks, as you saw before. These guys are 35, 40, 45 years old, and they're flying their kites. Like I'm gonna be flying my kite in India, meaning my personality, my energy, when I get there. And there goes the moon right over there. Look at the moon. The moon is right there. I don't have the best camera in the world, but I'm trying to get those kites. Focus. There it goes. You see a kite right over there. And kites further up. Awesome. And people here with their doggies. A bunch of doggies here hanging out. Check it out. They're just running around freely, playing, being doggies. Look at the little guy. Hey, Junior. There he goes. All kinds of little doggies here. Big doggies. So yeah, I'll be posting daily vlogs when I get to India. After I get there, because first I'm gonna have to rest after a 2-day journey from the States to India, and then I'll be getting some rest, a little rest, and then I'll be making videos, and then I'll have to edit them at some point. And then I'll start uploading them, but they'll be uploaded pretty quickly. Probably 3 days after I'm there, they'll be uploaded, and then whatnot. Yeah, dog poop. People here are pretty responsible with their dogs in general, so they don't really let the dog poop sit, at least around here. And see that little dog, he's making a little poo-poo over there. So his owner, or her owner, is gonna go and pick it up right now. That dude right there, so He's gonna go pick up the poop. He saw where the doggy just did a number two, a deuce, as a friend of mine says. He did a deuce, laid a deuce down. So he's gonna go pick up the deuce. You see? At least people with dogs, they're pretty responsible in general. They're pretty responsible, pretty well-mannered, well-educated in terms of that. They don't want to leave the poop around. I do the same when I'm walking the dog that is at home, a little family member. So, and the kites are right up there. Okay, anyway, let's get going. I got a class tonight at 7 p.m. that I gotta log on for, so let's get some more in before it's all over and done with. So we're going back up towards the park, but then we're gonna head towards the El Dorado area, where a lot of expats that are older and pensioners are starting to live in that neighborhood because they really like it. They really dig it because it's pretty mellow, like mellow yellow. And you see the kids here coming out of school, out of this Technological Arts Center. And they study here, the Technological Arts Center. They got the security guard to let them in and out so they don't have any riffraff going in there. And it's new. It just opened up 2 days ago, like around 2 months ago. 2 months ago, after December happened, sometime in January, I think. You're welcome. Thank you for the good luck wishes, Ivan. Have any of you ever been to India? Have any of you ever been to Asia, like Nepal or Thailand or Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar? Have any of you ever been to those countries? It's a whole different world. I mean, I've been exploring parts of Colombia and living here on and off for 24 years. And I'm already tired. I need something new. The US, Europe, and now South America, Central America, it's all basically known to me. Even though I've never been to Europe, it's about the same. But I'll go to Europe eventually. But Asia, I mean, I haven't been to Africa, but I want to go to Africa to visit at least Morocco and Egypt, countries that interest me. And I'm not interested in visiting every country in the world or logging in 80 countries in my life. No, I'm just interested in the ones I want to go to. And what I saw in India back in 2019, and I was not expecting that. What I saw there, what I felt there, what I experienced there, made me change my whole outlook on life. I had already made plans to just retire here in Colombia, get a nice little country house out in the countryside here in the state of Antioquia, out there by San Rafael or Guatapé or La Unión. But India, she changed all of that. She just got my whole plans and threw them out the window. Now I'm happy that happened because I was looking for a big spark, but I couldn't really find one. And I went there and wow, for me. India's not for everybody. Colombia's not for everybody. The United States is not for everybody. Germany's not for everybody, etc., etc., etc. That's why this world is so beautiful, because what makes somebody happy might make another person miserable and make another person, just satisfied, but not like crazy happy or miserable. So crossing the avenue here, this is the one that goes from Medellin. This is like Poblado Avenue, and it goes towards Sabaneta. Maybe next week I'm gonna see if I could go to Sabaneta during the daytime around this time, like around 4:35, and do a live stream in Sabaneta for your pleasure. For your satisfaction. Here's the food, the greasy stuff, the little pies, meat pies, and potato jams. You'll be visiting Rio Negro in June. Cool. In June, Rio Negro is a pretty cool place, brother. It's the Preparation H. Rio Negro is pretty cool. It's starting to get congested, but nowhere as bad as Medellin in terms of cars and traffic jams and contamination. But it is starting to get really, really congested. It is really starting to get congested there, but it is like if you live in Rio Negro, then you got a lot of facilities like a good shopping center, a couple of shopping plazas, movie theater complex. You got good hospitals, you got good parks. If you're living in the town area, the town radius, and then if you move outside of the urban area, then you'll have good like green areas, a lot of fresh air, and all of that good stuff. We're gonna cross over here in a moment and go through Coffee Street, Cafe Street. There's a lot of little cafes here, like about a good 5 of them. Coffee shops, cafes. San Antonio de Pereira, yeah, that's a good spot. I've always enjoyed going to San Antonio de Pereira. It's a very nice place. When I used to live in Rio Negro, once in a while I used to go, driving my car, I used to drive to San Antonio and just, go and have a nice little dessert. You got to go to Los Postres, what is it called? It's since 1998. It's right there in the little town square. Look at all the metro buses that come from the metro here up this way. But people are crazy crossing in front of them. All these are coming from the Envigado metro station up this way, but they go to different neighborhoods in Envigado. There goes the Itagüí Envigado bus that comes from Itagüí to Envigado. Itagüí is a town that not a lot of people are interested in terms of foreigners and all that, just locals. There's nothing really attractive right now in Itagüí, but maybe there will be down the line. So these are the coffee shops. If you want to have the taste of the local life and sit down and watch people walk by, have your empanada, a little coffee, a little juice, you got that coffee shop. You got this other coffee shop right here. And you can just sit here and watch people constantly walking past here all day, at least from around 11 in the morning when they start to open up, or 11:30 or 12 until like this hour, a little later. And they like close up around 7:30. Most of them close up and people have gone home. Envigado is not a really nocturnal town. Envigado is more of a daytime, daytime kind of stuff, but not nocturnal. That's more like Sabaneta or Poblado, like Jeros Park or Provenza in Medellin, or Laureles, the second trendiest neighborhood in Medellin, right after El Poblado in terms of 10th Street, in terms of Provenza and all that whole area. Then Laureles in Medellin, that other neighborhood, where they got the first and second park. Those become that's the second trendiest neighborhood in Medellin. And then a couple of other neighborhoods that are up and coming are Los Colores, Colors, and yeah. And Sabaneta is an alternative to Medellin, and it's got a good nightlife around the park area and everything. So you see all these coffee shops, people just hanging out and doing their thing, having a beer, having a chat with their buddies, their friends. This traffic light just got installed recently. It didn't exist, wasn't here before, but they just installed it. And here we go. Let's cross. Now, the only two areas that are really like for the nightlife here in Envigado, one is back in the opposite direction in terms of this street, going all the way back the other way towards La Bota del Dia. It's about 8-9 blocks from this in the opposite direction. In terms of where we just came from the park, just all the way back that way, a good 9 blocks. And this way, right here around the corner, around 8 p.m. and on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, this starts pumping. Like this place here is a bar, restaurant, and they play music here and they got like the old Colombian music and style. And ouch, I had a bad step there. And you see the whole decor there, and it's all like a finca, like a country house kind of set up and everything and all that. And it looks pretty cool. And they got all the tables, and I see it really gets filled up. And look like the little waterfall thing right there they did right there with the cross. It's pretty cool. So this place is called, what is this place called? It's a grill bar. It's called Melodías de Antaño. Yesterday's Melodies. It's a cantina bar and all that. So if you want a taste of the local nightlife and not the stuff in English, but just in Spanish, this is one place, just 2 blocks over from the park. And you got a Buffalo Pizzeria, handcrafted pizzeria right there. I've never tried it, but I've been meaning to go to that place one of these days. And arepas right next to it. Arepas, typical Colombian food here in Antioquia. And this is another thing. This is a salsa bar. They're just opening up now. And at nighttime, they're just playing pure salsa. It's called Cheche Cole. And this whole little block right here, I'm going to just go to the other side in a minute when I can. And you'll see there's just a bunch of little bars like Yesterday Video Bar. This one's called Yesterday, like yesterday's music. The classics. This is a rock and roll bar in English. I can see Kiss right there. One of the singers. I can see Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. You see it right there? Kiss, Mick Jagger, and whoever, whatever, of the rock singers, David Bowie. So that place is for that. Another Metro bus, but this has a different route. Let me cross here now that no vehicles are coming. Make sure this guy doesn't take off. So this is the pizzeria right here. Handcrafted pizzas. And this is the pizzeria. Wow, it smells good too. Looks like a nice place. Wow. Really nice place. I'm gonna come here one of these days before I leave this country. Oh, there I go. I'm right there. With my travel shorts, with all the pockets. All right. So I was telling you that they got the little bars across the street. They got a bunch. It's got like a cacophony of sounds at night. They got the salsa bar. They got this rock and roll bar. They got the heavy metal bar there. And then they got the tropical bar and liquor shop there. Then they got Dr. Shot, and they got other things there. And then they got the 60s kind of romantic music in Spanish and whatever. They got all these little bars there, and then a couple of other things. And here we got the arepas with a different twist to them and different place. If you want to come and have arepas but done differently, come to this place called Arepas. You can check it out right here, and you can take some home. They look pretty good. They make them on site. It's not industrialized. It's more of a semi-homemade kind of feel. Looks like the Miraflores. Hello, Ricardo. How are you, Ricardo? So, yeah. And they got a couple of more little bars, like I told you. A couple of more bars, a barber shop, and that's about it. And a fish, not a butcher's shop, but a fish shop where they sell fish and all that. And that's it. Those are the bars. That's like the nightlife part right there. And the other part of the nightlife in Envigado is 10 blocks down that way. Bota del Dia. You go straight down and you get there. And we're going towards El Dorado way, right here this way. If you come from the park, the church is right over there. You see the church? Right there's the town square and the church over there, 2 blocks over. If you go straight down that way past the church, like about 5 more blocks down that way, 5 or 6, you'll run into Bota del Dia, where they have a couple of bars and one nightclub called Mandala, like the Indian Nepali Mandala thing for meditation. But if you come this way, then you're coming towards El Dorado. And now the food joints are coming out at night here. The Papa Criolla thing that they sell little Criolla papitas and whatever fried. Pretty good. I recommend the Papa Criolla. And a little bakery here. And there's a Euro right there. So we're going towards, well, a little wind, so you can probably hear the wind. Envigado is a pretty good place. It's super safe, guys. It is super safe. I really recommend if you want to live somewhere that is safe and good and it's got cool people in general and good eateries. There's a good restaurant district called Calle de la Buena Mesa here in Envigado. Look for it. They got restaurants there like Black Pepper restaurant. They got a couple of them around the city. And they got some other restaurants, Italian, Mexican, Colombian, and it's a good area, super safe. And Antonio's Gelato, if you want some good dessert, you got to go and check it out there. So right here on this street, you'll see a lot of restaurants too. Recently, they painted that whole mural, Envigado enamora. It means Envigado makes you fall in love with her. You'll fall in love with Envigado. That whole mural, and there's a sign painted with Envigado amora, enamora. And here they're selling esquites from Mexico, elotes and all that. Hola. Bien? Muy bien ustedes. Okay, cool. I've eaten there before, but they changed the seller. It's called elotes and esquites. Esquites are Mexican delight. I love them, and they sell them pretty good here. Not the same as in Mexico, but I got to come and do a food vlog here one day, and I will, just eating the esquites. So we're going towards, this is now basically considered the El Dorado neighborhood. El Dorado, not Desperado. And they got pretty good restaurants on this street. And you'll see them in a moment. They're just opening up, getting ready for business. Let me switch the camera around so you can see what's going on. People are putting out their little homemade businesses here. They don't even need a permit usually. And they sell empanaditas, little fried empanadas right there, a bunch of them. And even with coffee and empanadas, and people just sit down and eat their empanadas. They call them church empanadas because usually they don't come with meat, just potato filling in those little mini samosas, if you would look at them as samosas from India, but without meat. And here comes some of the restaurants now. El Chiringuito, meaning the little guy restaurant. Another restaurant there. A little mom and pop grocery shop here called El Mango, the mango. So this is Dorado. Nace Dorado. 1959, they say this neighborhood was created in 1959. I didn't know that. December? Nace means it was born. Dorado was born. Nace Dorado. In Spanish, in some cases, the subject is not first. Sometimes the verb is first and then the subject, as opposed to English. Nace Dorado. So I mean, the Dorado neighborhood was born as a neighborhood in 1959. Wow, I didn't know that. This is a Mexican restaurant. Well, that's new. I didn't know that. I was not here before. It's called Guadalupe, Mexican Grill and Bar. And this right here is fries for potato lovers, fries. So there's a little restaurant here where they sell everything based on potatoes and all that. Papa lovers, all that. Hey, how are you? And another mom and pop shop here, little grocery shop. So that's new. The last time I came through here like a month ago, that was not here. So they just opened up that Mexican restaurant. Colombians love Mexican food, especially paisas. And this is new too. Planeta Wings Planet. This is new. This was not here a month ago. More than a month ago, this was not here. They got some good prices here. 30,000 pesos. Wings combos starting at 30,000 pesos. And 30,000 pesos is just like about $7. $6. Yeah, $6. A little over $6. And this is a El Salvadorian restaurant, Cherros. Salvadorian food, pupusas, and all that. And let me go through here. That's just. And these are houses mixed in with these businesses. I guess in time, a lot of these first floor houses will become businesses as well. They got a little restaurant there called Simple, but it's closed right there at the moment. They got that chicken on the corner thing, a bombonera. They got this little fruits and ice cream salads called Fruity, where they sell crepes and two waffles with ice cream and all of that, banana splits. They got this little shop here, and with juices served in these jars, like jam jars. And they got a liquor shop here where they sell beer and everything. And my alarm is going off. Let me turn that off. Okay, that's just my alarm telling me something. I don't know what, but I'll see what it is in a moment. The BGB Burgers. It's another restaurant here, a burger joint, as you can see. Burgers, and they're part of the Burger Master participation back in 2022, last year. So that means they were in it and they were pretty good. And House of Dogs, hot dog place, selling hot dogs. Hola, ¿cómo está? And hot dogs and all that. And they got the screen with the menu. All right, cool. Different kind of hot dogs there, different kind of styles. So hot dogs made different. Wow. Let me see what time it is. I still got time. It's only 5:55. Still got an hour to go before I gotta run back to go to work. I got one more hour of work left today. I forgot about that. This place called Burro Pizzeria it's got good food, really good food. I have eaten there once, and my friend and I ate there back in January, and it was awesome. I recommend it. They have them at shopping centers. They have some of these at shopping centers, at malls here, and some on the street like this in neighborhoods. And then they got the jungle, just pure rock and roll, burger and rock and roll. That's right now they're playing Nirvana, Teen Spirit. Oh, cool. Teen Spirit, Nirvana. Oh, wow. So this is El Dorado, and there are foreigners who are moving here because they're enjoying it. They're blasting it. Nirvana. And it's dead, and it's stupid. And wow, this little bakery here, I've been needing to try this bakery. It looks delicious. They sell some good stuff there, but I've never gone in. I mean, I'm pretty busy, usually with my work, doing some exercise, going to the country house on Sunday, riding the bike on Saturdays. I don't have much time for anything, but right now, because of Holy Week, I have a little bit of a reprieve. So I'm going to show you a couple other restaurants. If you guys love restaurants, this is the area for you. Oopsie daisy. Another bakery there called Mr. Lorenzo Bakery and Sweet Shop and Pastry Shop. Bakery and Pastry Shop right here. Mr. Lorenzo, so you can have a little seat there. And they got this thing over there called Sub. It's an ice creamery place. It's a creamery place. Ice cream parlor right over there, Sub. This is all El Dorado. And there's a Peruvian food restaurant. Oh, this is a Mexican restaurant called Purito Mexico, but they don't really have anything for vegetarians. It's all meat. It's a vegetarian restaurant. It's a Mexican food restaurant there. The El Dorado football field is right over there, and jogging track if you want to run. And this is Peruvian food here. There's a restaurant here. Let me just go over here. That's the Peruvian food. Miraflores, what you were just talking about before. One of you guys made the comment that it looks like Lima, Peru, Miraflores neighborhood. So right there goes the Miraflores Peruvian cuisine restaurant. That's right there. And then the Mexican right next to it, a little Mexican restaurant right there too. And this part, right us. And they got this thing here, like I told you, they sell ice cream. It's an ice cream parlor. It's good to be here. That's what it says right there on the blue neon. It's good to be here. It's good to be here in Colombia right now with the good weather and everything. Nice pet shop as well. And I'll show you the football field, and then we'll make our way back and towards the El Dorado little park where a lot of people go to work out and chill on the weekend with their dogs and whatever, with their families. Let's hop across here real quickly. La hinchada, that means the fan base, meaning those fanatics of sports. That's the name of that thing right there. And this person's just setting up their fast food joint right here too. And here is the track and field and the football field, and kids are training for football right there. Look, they're training, youngsters and everything training, and they got a track going around. If you want to come and run around, do some exercise, it looks like you can. I don't think. And then they got like a nice little gym up there with your own weight and some bars up there on the little hill on the inside of this. So this is the place here, and some people just come here and walk around the track and everything, and some people are jogging. So this is, and look at the mountainside here. And I'm gonna be hiking next week up in El Salado, up that area. Maybe I'll take my GoPro with me and my gimbal and make a hiking video when I'm up there, so I can share with you guys. Would you, would you guys like for me to make a hiking video here in Envigado in El Salado? If you would, just leave it in the comment section or something like that. Like, yeah, yeah, and I'll do it. Hiking, if you like hiking, it won't be showing all of this stuff. It'll just be nature and just talking about life on the hiking video, not a live stream because the signal will be choppy, crappy, wappy, because it's up there in the boondocks, in the woods. All right, let's turn around. Let's go. Let's go back this way. So you see, Envigado has a lot to offer. So much to offer. So many food places. Mexican, a lot of Mexican options. Some Italian options. Definitely a lot of burger places. Paisas. People here love burgers. Colombians love burgers and pizza. And you'll have a lot of pizzerias too, all over the place. And it's been growing for the last 20 years. Even Peruvian restaurants are opening up ever more often. Not a whole lot like Mexican or Italian, but they are popping up. And you seldom see, it's not very often that you see foreigners in this area as you would in Poblado like Jaros Park or Poblado Park walking up 10th Street, or Provenza or Laureles or downtown Medellin when they're going to the museums there and the Hotel Plaza thing. In this case, the foreigners you see here are usually not young bucks. They're usually people that are around 40 and up, 40 to 70 years old, and not a lot, but they are living in this area as expats. They come here as snowbirds during the winter season and all of that, like from late fall into early spring on their maximum 6-month visa. They do rent an Airbnb here or get a local rental with friends they know, and they live here for 6 months and relax and everything, and then go back. And your pension or the salary you get remotely goes a long way here compared to the US. I have heard that there's a guy that my friend Mike met that he said he's living on $1,250 pension that he gets from the States, and he lives nicely here. Just got to know how to do it. Another Mexican restaurant called Jalisco, like the city of Mexico, Jalisco. And then right next to it, a burger joint, a burger restaurant. This is a burger restaurant, as you can see right there. David's Food, fast food, and it's basically burgers. Oops. Oh, well, there we go. At least we could see that. Wow, that was a good one. I survived. Oh, wow, guys. I didn't see this thing there. Let me try to get my camera. I didn't see that white rock painted right there, and I flipped over it. And luckily, nothing happened to me. But you saw me flip over. Wow, that's the second fall I have had in less than 8 days. You know? Part of the program. Luckily, oops. Let me get the camera. Luckily I didn't break my phone or the gimbal. Luckily I didn't break my butt either. I survived. I'm still here, but I got a scrape on my elbow. That was a nasty little fall. A little bit of a scrape. Nothing to write home about, nothing to get crazy about. It happens. We're still here. What's up, Talmiz? Harry Cotto, how you doing? I'm that kind of person. I'm a nomadic wanderer. मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ तालमेज़ मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ मैं व्यस्त हूँ oh I have been very busy, so yeah, I just fell down, got a little banged up, but I'm good. I'm surviving here. You're good? कैसे हो? ठीक है? ठीक है? अच्छा. Wow. So this is the other area here in El Dorado. Talmiz, he's a YouTube blogger. That's his. He's got a channel in on YouTube. He's from India. He lives in India. And wow. Well, I survived the fall. It's just like I did a flip. I rolled over. It was just like I don't know what. You guys can like after I feel stop this, you could probably just catch my fall. It was funny. I'm still laughing at myself. Just laughing. Didn't break anything. Just a couple of scratches. And yo, buddy, relax. I got everybody gunning for me. This guy's coming in reverse like out of a bat out of hell with his taxi. So yeah. So here we are. Where are we going? Where am I heading? So this is the old El Dorado. This is where the Americans and Canadians and a couple of Europeans that are older are coming to live, and some are buying properties here to live in because they don't want to spend their pension, their retirement years in the States or in Canada. They want to be living here. And me, I just want to be traveling all over Asia, especially India, mostly India. And when I can't be in India for a few weeks because I have to leave, then I'll be going to, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh. So here's another place that sells like Mexican, another little kind of foods, like little options. And there's another restaurant here called Tasty's restaurant, Colombia in Envigado. They really love the night food, the street food, and the little restaurants. And this is another ice cream shop, an ice cream parlor, and they got some good ice cream. I ate some here the other day. They got the Snickers, the mango, Oreo, even blueberry and whatnot. A lot of different kind of Nutella. Very nice ice cream here in this place, and everybody's just coming to eat. They come and they even got some good cakes over there too, good cakes to eat and all that. And there's another restaurant there. I think it's a pizzeria. No, it's a sports and burger. That restaurant right there is burger place. And yeah, where are we going? Where are we going? And then you got the local mom and pop restaurants, or not restaurants, just little shops, like little places where they sell some baked goods as well, some baked stuff. And then a mom and pop little grocery shop where you come buy your groceries. Here, some detergents to wash clothing, some soda pop, some cleaning supplies. All this is El Dorado. And that's a Venezuelan restaurant right there. Venezuelan, Veneca. That's new too. Awesome. Oh, that was a nasty fall. It looks like Bumblebee from the Transformers. Bumblebee, new version, a hybrid. A Bumblebee got an overhaul. Oh. The older crowd likes to hang out there. My neck is hurting a little bit from the fall. That was one crazy fall. Yeah, that's where older people like to hang out too in general. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to look back. I'm gonna have to look back at this video later on and see how I fell. I mean, I won't be able to see it, but it'll be funny to just see me falling. That was a crazy, crazy fall. Well, glad nothing broke. Didn't break any Bones didn't fracture any bones, at least initially. It didn't bang my head up. So we're still here. We're surviving. We're survivors. Let's go this way. There's some people here hanging out with their families, the kids. But I'm going up to the park over here. Hey, look at the little doggy. Doggy! Hello. The little doggy was there. And the doggy was just chilling. Another doggy's right there. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Yeah, nothing happened, Harry. Ivan. Just a little banged up, and that's it. A little banged up. As we say in American English, just a little banged up. Barbershop, another barbershop right here. A lot of barbershops in the area. And this is like a VIP barbershop right there, established in 2008. So it's been here for quite a while. We got a red light here. I'm going to the park right in a moment, but first to the bakery. And this area is where a lot of those expats live. In this area here, like 5-7 block radius around here. Okay, I could cross with this girl. Anyway. Starting to get dark now. And there's this used to be a bus terminal, bus parking depot for the public transportation buses here from Envigado. And they knocked it all out a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, and they redid it into a park for the community. At this place called Pan Dorado, this bakery shop and coffee shop and whatever is where you will sometimes find some foreigners hanging out here. And they live in this area, and all in this area, like 4 blocks in that way, 4 blocks, 5 blocks up that way. They live all around here. It's pretty good, decent area, nice, safe as can be, very safe. And that's the bakery where they like to come and have a little coffee and just chill. This is the place, and they got a little training room area there. People want to train, pay for some private training. And this is the park. Everybody's hanging out, young people, children with their moms and pops, and some people doing exercise right over here at the bars. I've done exercise here before, not always, but sometimes I do exercise here with the bars. I do dips right there, dips. I do pull-ups on these bars right here, and then I do chest press with my own weight right there, like that guy sitting right there, and then for my shoulders and whatever. So I do that like the guy's doing right there, just with your own weight. And sometimes I do where the girl's sitting there with a horse thing and stuff like that. So this is a park where people like to hang out. This is a little doggy park right there too, so your dog doesn't run out right there. And people just chilling. It's a whole park. And people are here with their families, and it's really busy on a Saturday and on a Sunday, especially around 4 p.m. or so when it's not so hot. And there go the mountains. So guys, this is it. It was a nice little tour. Thank you all for having been here, even though most people left already. I wish you a very good and laid back evening wherever you are in the world, or if it's morning or afternoon. Take care until next time. And there are the mountains in the background here in the state of Antioquia, here in the valley of Aburra. Bye-bye. Take care. Namaskar.